Alright, so here's another Blitz game of me playing Viserai versus Kassai. Kassai is obviously one of the better decks in the format, as far as I know. Um, so the things that I want to try and do is mostly just get them to zero as quickly as possible, which sounds like the recurring theme with Viserai. I have the fortune of being first, so that puts me in a little bit of a better position. They have AB1, so anytime I hit with Rosetta, it's going to ping through. But I think my general goal is, aside from just getting them low, is keeping them off as many copper tokens as I reasonably can, because Blood on Her Hands is very busted, especially if you can activate each mode. Like if you can get, I think, 3 to 4 like copper activations out of it, um, it is just quite busted. So that's gonna be my plan. You can tell by the length of this video, this is actually quite short. So I got a little bit fortunate both on offense and on defense. My opening hand here is there's a couple ways to think about this. So I have 2 Spellblade Assaults, kind of a blue and a red. And then I have my This Round's on Me. That's my little Viserai Spice that I don't end up using, I think, in this game. And then Revel in Rude Blood. So with this hand, like as is, I can't really do anything. So I'm just going to play, I think, the red Spellblade Assault, create some Root Chance, and call it a day, and probably arsenal this Revel in Rude Blood for a turn when it actually can come out, ideally with a Mordred Tide. And let's see if my opponent actually blocks. I think they probably should. I mean, it's first turn, you're going to draw back up. So unless their hand is just very busted with like very good reds or something. Which maybe their hand is pretty decent if they're only block. No, they do block with 2 cards from hand. It takes 2 key red cards out. Yeah, it's not the worst. But and then I'm going to arsenal this Revel in Rude Blood and pass the turn. So this next turn is a little bit better. My hand has my This Round Me again, Sonata, another Spellblade, and Meet and Greet. So attacking with the Saber. So I'm debating how to block this. I think I block with the Skelda because again I'm trying to keep them off of copper tokens, and this is my one chance. And there's a chance I might consider using the Skeleton next turn just to get some Sonata value depending on what they play. So I wanted to get rid of it early. So now they're coming in with Second Swing, which is quite the card. So that's coming in for 9. 9 is a lot. So it depends how I want to block this. Like what am I thinking for my next turn? So I think for my next turn, I was debating a couple of blocks, but I think what I want to do is just block with Meet and Greet. And then I'm just going to play the Spellblade and accrue more tokens, and then the following turn hope to get a Sonata out. So I'm gonna have two. I'm gonna have 2 Rune Chants. Again, so I'm pinging with the 2 that I have. I create 2 more. So at least this way I'm like pushing a little bit of pressure, and I still have my Rune Chants if I want to Sonata them the next turn. And now you can sort of see my hand here. It's only pause for a second. So assuming I have 13. So assuming I live through their 4-card hand, my hand is extremely busted with the arsenal. So it should be trivial to kill them, I think, assuming I live. So let's see what happens. I'm just hoping that they don't have some god hand. Since they only had the 1 copper, I'm not super worried about getting OTK'd by Kassai rather this turn. Hit me for 2. That's fine. I could probably just block with the Skull Cap, I suppose. Get my Skull Cap value. I think I save it for the next attack. I might not even use it this turn. I'm not sure. Oh, I do. Yeah, just try and get something out of it. But at this point, I probably should have. Yeah, no, that was fine. But they create the copper token, which is not great. Or do they? No, I guess they blocked the. Yeah, no, they do. They create 3. So I'm going to lead with Mortar Tide. This is going to obviously create a busted turn. So I'm playing this at 1.4x speed, so let me pause for a second. Play Mortar Tide. I'm going to break Cool Hand, create 1,000,000 tokens. So right now I'm at 5, break Skelda. Gonna do Sonata. I'm gonna Sonata for 4. For X is 2. Right, so spends 4 of my Rune Chance. So out of these 3 options, Spellblade Strike is gonna be free if I play it because of the skeleton resources. And it doesn't really matter which other blue I get, because I just want to use those to pump the other Sonata that's in my hand. So I think I take Spellblade Strike. Meet and Greet could, if they take a Rune Chant, then at least as go again. So it's sort of fine. So I'm going to play the Spellblade Strike, and I'm probably going to Creepers out Sonata. Uh, yeah, so Spellblade Strike normally costs 1. It's going to be free. Well, I guess the cost isn't too big a deal since I have blues in my hand. So 4, it's going to create a bunch of rune chants on the back end. Because it creates 2, and then Viserai will create 2 because of Mortar Tide. And then it already was coming in with a bunch of rune chants, so they're pitching to block a lot of those, and I think they might just take this damage. Yeah, exactly. So now, so I'm going to Creepers out a Sonata at X is 1. So I'm, oh, no, I pitched the blue. Okay, X is 2. Nice, get 2 more cards. So I have E-Strike, which is a great find. I'm going to play the Revel, which is going to create 5 plus. It's going to create 7 more rune chants, right? So I'm at 13, and there's like basically no way they can live through this with AB1, right? So they just die, I think, to the rune chants before I even have to resolve the Inline Strike. So that was a game. I got a little bit lucky with my hands, and more importantly, I got a little lucky that they didn't have, I think, God hands. But that's sort of the nature of Blitz, and I think with Viserai, just you have to kind of shoot for the stars. I think this game was a little bit better in that I sort of tried to play my turns a little bit, uh, a, a little bit in that I tried to like save up for a better Sonata turn rather than just try and fire everything out as soon as I got it. But anyway, that's the game. Thanks for watching.